the strongest realization that I've had recently is that if I'm able to kill my phone addiction, which I will, the barriers to me becoming successful and me becoming rich and getting all these things that I need and things that I want and being able to take care of my family, the barriers become a lot smaller. Because if you are like me and you're spending way too much time on your phone all day long, you know, just think about this. You know, if you're spending like I the other day, I spent 8 hours of screen time on my phone, man. 8 hours of screen time. And to be honest, like a lot of that is like, you know, if I'm at the gym, I got YouTube playing a podcast or something. So I don't genuinely think I'm looking at my phone for 8 hours a day, but I digress. It's not the point here. It's just, I always think, or I'm thinking now, imagine how it was 1 hour a day and I took the 7 hours and I applied it to a skill that can make me money or can, you know, help me build my career. If I could apply that time to studying more for school, I'd get better grades. It's this type of thinking that is going to elevate me out of this position that I'm in. You know, I don't hate the position that I'm in, but I know I'm meant for so much more. I'm destined for so much more. And I know that if you're still watching this, you probably relate to me. Okay? So you gotta understand that we know what to do. Like, we know the avenues that we can apply effort towards that have the possibility, if we put enough work in, of making us serious money, whether that's e-commerce, trading, maybe you're an athlete, you know, and you're trying to make the NFL or whatever, right? Like, everybody has that one thing that they know they need to be spending more time on, but we're so distracted by this just void of always needing to be amused, always needing to have that dopamine spike. These apps, they steal our attention. We need to steal it back and then use that time and new gain attention span to just put it in 6 hours of deep work every day. If you do that for long enough, there's no way that we won't become rich and successful. We are so limitless. Our capabilities, we allow society to believe that we're just meant for this average life. But here, let me tell you something, and I seriously believe this, that if you can imagine it in your head, it can become true. So, you know, when you're about to go to sleep at night and you think about, you know, for me, it's like I think about the penthouse I have and like walking out on the balcony, you know, looking over New York or whatever, looking over Vancouver and seeing the lights of the city. I feel it, and I know it's possible. It's just the reality that I'm in right now. I have to shift into the reality that where I possess these things. And obviously, you know, it's just me visualizing isn't going to do anything. I actually have to put the work in. But the step one, see, I heard this on a video the other day, and it really resonated with me. Is the guy was saying, a lot of people think in entrepreneurship is that you need to add all these different things. You need to add cold plunge. You need to start waking up at 5 a.m. You need to make sure you're doing this and this and this. But actually, instead of adding things, you need to subtract the things that are holding you down, the things that are making you slower mentally, the things that are making you feel bad and putting you in this low vibration state that is affecting your ability to put your head down and do the 6 hours of work that you know that you need to do to get to the point that you want to reach. See, everybody nowadays, they think in this such short timeline. Like, how do I get rich by next week? Newsflash, you don't. Look on a yearly scale or half of a decade. You know what I mean? That's when you break it down like that, it's not such big of a mountain. So when you subtract these things that are really slowing you down, like staring at your phone for 6 hours a day, you have all this free time. You know, when you don't sleep until 11 a.m. and you're up at 8 a.m. and you're not instantly doom scrolling on your phone like I've done probably 100, 200, 300 times, 400, 500 times in my life. It's not a joke. You'll realize, wow, these 24 hours in the day I got time, man. And yeah, obviously we have other responsibilities. We work or we go to school or whatever. You got to look after your family. I understand. Everybody has responsibilities. But it's just these pockets of free time open up. And I'm telling you, take the pledge with me. If we pledge to learn how to optimize this free time and to genuinely just execute with just discipline to the max. Like, I want to work on my business for 5 hours. I don't want to check my phone one time. I'm on D&D. But the thing is, with these phone addictions, our brain is so scattered brain, Gen Z brain, that we need to check our notifications every 5 minutes. I've been there. And I'm just realizing that this is really holding me back. And I know that you can relate to this or you wouldn't be watching this far. So take the pledge with me. We remove the poison and we have so much free time, and you have all this free time. And yes, we're rewiring our brain out of the scatterbrain phase. But trust me, after we get past this, and I genuinely believe that me, you, everybody, we're all going to get past this, and we'll have all this execution power, just it'll be scary how much we could get done in a day. As I look up to the people who are, our age or older or whatever, and their whole schedule is regimented down to every 30-minute period because they're just getting what